Hey, a good day to you. I hope you're having a great day. I'm here at the state capitol here in Mississippi, where they have proposed some of the most racist, out of line bills that I think can be proposed. And the House of Representatives has actually passed the bill to expand CCID. Let's understand what that means. What they voted overwhelmingly to pass was expanding CCID. They voted overwhelmingly to pass the expansion of Capitol Police jurisdiction. They voted overwhelmingly to have appointed judges over against elected judges by the people. So the supermajority Republican House of Representatives has basically voted to in turn basically nullify the vote of citizens of Jackson. I think it's a tragedy. I think it's one of the saddest days, one of the saddest things to take place. And I know many of you might not understand it, but basically what they have done is created a city within the city. So they created a city within the city in order to control, to judge, have judges appointed, their own police force, and now they're working to take the water. I mean, it's amazing the decisions that they've made and what they're doing. It demonstrates to me very clearly, as Representative Blackman said, that because they say they're looking for the best and the brightest, what they're really saying is that can't be found within Hinds County. They're saying that that's not possible with the current judges that are being elected by the people. This, my brothers and sisters, is horrible, and this will further create the gap between poor and disadvantaged people, and particularly black and brown people. So they are deliberately attempting to take away the rights of citizens in America. This is akin to apartheid. This is akin to Jim Crow. This is akin to all of those kinds of issues that are taking place right here in this state. Right here is happening right now as we speak. They are working to completely annihilate and take over. But on top of that, they're also now wanting to take the water from Jackson. So now they're taking the water and want to take the water away from Jackson, as the federal government has come in to help and to work along with our administration. But this group of cutthroat, absolute racist group of politicians is worse than I've ever seen. It's horrible. But it's worse than that, right? This is the same group that won't expand Medicare or Medicaid for disadvantaged people. The Medicaid is coming from the federal government, but they refuse to expand it. So literally hospitals are closing, people are dying. And here's what I hear people say, oh, it's just politics. Let me tell you something. It's more than just politics when people make a decision with the stroke of a pen or with a vote to vote against the interests of the least of these. They have no justice. They have no right, but they're doing so because they can. They have a supermajority, and the governor is simply going to sign off on what his supermajority Republicans are doing. To think that at a juncture in my thoughts, I just didn't understand how horrible and how evil these supermajority can be. It's downright evil. So now they're expanding their territory. And as they expand their territory, that means more and more young black boys and young black girls are going to be harassed, are going to be beat, and listen to this, are going to be murdered. They have literally killed people. They have shot people in their own homes, Capitol Police. And listen, I'm across the board with policing, across the board. And JPD, those officers. But what I appreciate is the fact that the mayor came out immediately and reprimanded and dealt with the police chief about what he said and called it what it is. Those officers were suspended, and they've talked to the family. The problem is, the difference is, in Capitol Police, they have not talked to anyone. You know why? Because they don't have to. You know why? Because they got a supermajority legislature that's behind them. You know why? Because they got a supermajority legislature and a governor who stands behind whatever they're doing. And then, not only that, they have an attorney general who they don't have to worry about any charge being brought against them. Why? Because the attorney general is on their side. That's the kind of stuff we're dealing with. And people say, Pastor Pickett, why are you that involved in it? Why is it that serious to you? It's that serious to me because it's happening every day. Every day. And I'm telling you, people are being systematically mistreated. They're experiencing a level of racism that is unbelievable, a level of racism that can only come straight from the pit of hell. And I'm telling you, what we're dealing with is racism. And you know, the only difference is, and it was said last night, is they just don't have their hoods on. And I'm sorry, I don't like to make everything white and black. But they come into a city that's 80% African American, and they do what they want to because they have a super majority, and we're supposed to take it, and we're supposed to be all right with it. It's not all right. We must stand. We must stand strong. And I'm telling you, I got a big announcement coming to you next week that I want to share with you, because I'm telling you, we're not going to sit back in the corners and talk about it. We're going to be about it. We're going to fight about it. And let me tell you something. It's wrong. It's wrong on every level. And I don't care what we say. It's wrong on every level. And they refuse to stand up. And I just need y'all to understand, we're going to stand. And I made up my mind, I'm going to stand. I'm going to stand with what's right. And I need you to understand, this is not one you can lay back. We got to stand. And let me tell you, every group is involved. The media is involved. The media is involved. And they only report what they want to report that benefits the other side, because that's the way they move. They record, and they don't want to deal with the things that favor the other side and forget about the least of these brothers of mine. They forget about the least of these. So here it is. We have people that come in and they do it on everything. I'll give you an example. This doesn't seem too serious to you, but I want to show you an example. Tougaloo College basketball team is 21-1. Have you heard of them on the news? Have you heard them on SportsCenter? Have they talked about them when they talked the way they talked about Belhaven when they were going to a national title? No, they have not even mentioned Tougaloo College. These are the kind of things we're up against. And I don't care what race you are. If you don't stand for people that can't stand for themselves, it ain't all right with God. And those Republicans that are hiding behind abortion rights and abortion and all that, that is the biggest bunch of bull I've ever heard. You're using that as an excuse. The same God who said thou shalt not kill is the same God who say how you are to treat the least of these. How you ought to treat the foreigner. How you ought to treat the disenfranchised. But I'm telling you, I need all of you that understand this. I need you to understand something. They're not going to quit until they take everything. And we don't want to compromise. We want what's right. So listen, we got to stand together and we got to be prepared. I'm here today and I'm here to stay. I'm here to fight. I'm here to do what it takes to help people of color in and around this state, in and around this city, to make sure our voices are heard. And just because they pass one bill don't mean it cannot be reversed. So I need everybody standing strong, standing ready, so we can come against this racism that is breed and born and bred by the ancestors. These are the offsprings of those that own the plantation. These are the offsprings of those that beat and lynched people of color all over this state. We're dealing now with the offspring of those people, and we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So don't you think that we're gonna sit back. And all of you that on the bandwagon with them that look like me, keep talking, keep doing what you wanna do. I'm telling you this, it's wrong on every level. And we gotta stand up for what's right, all right? So the Senate is gonna go in the chambers. They're trying to pass a bill now where we can't even protest. So now they're gonna keep us from even coming to the Capitol. It's amazing to me, the systemic racism that's happening in this state. And the number of us that will not get involved and will not say a word. Listen, they're killing our boys. They're harassing our children. They're doing what they want to do, and no voice is being heard. Not another day, not under my watch. We're going to fight to the end. Hey, God bless y'all. Hey, I need some likes. I need some support. I need you to know we're serious about this. We got a big announcement coming next week. We're going after it. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep pushing, but we need everybody. Everybody. Blow up the lines. Call your son. Blow up their phones. Call them. Call them. Let them know that you're not for creating a city within a city. We cannot do it. Let them know we're not for it. We're against it. And listen, we're not going to stand idly by and allow it to happen. We must stand together. Hey, God bless you. Peace.